Good evening, guys. How are you? I hope you guys are doing very well, and welcome on this new video from XtremeTrader. This is Salah speaking. It has been long time we didn't do a live trading video, so I decided here I don't want only to make a live trading video, but I also want to focus more in depth on hit and run strategy. Obviously, there is a lot of members or followers who are still not yet very familiar with the strategy. Let me get through some of the very important details. On my mailbox, I'm receiving, in general, two questions. The first one is, how can I identify my entry if I am on a support on the 4-hour and if I am on a resistance on the 4-hour? How can I define my entry level on the 5-minute or 15-minute time frame? The other question is, do I have to always buy on the 4-hour chart support, and do I have to always sell on the resistance of 4 hours resistance level? So I will answer these questions now in this video. Just allow me here quickly to explain one trade I have just taken here, and as you can tell, my entry point was more than perfect. I entered here and look at the exit point. I have exited my point at exactly the perfect time. This is the real power of hit and run. To know exactly where you have to exit your trade so you will get out with a profit. So you know here you have to buy, but if you don't know where to get out with the profit, then most likely you are not understanding the strategy completely. For this particular question or particular example, I think I will just leave it for a little time. I just need to explain the two major rules of hit and run strategy. The rule number one is we always look at the 4-hour chart to just know if we are currently on a support or a resistance level. For example, on the USD GPY now, if you look here at the 4-hour chart, you can tell clearly that you are now on a resistance level. Remember, guys, the golden rule in Forex is always buy low and sell high. This is very well known, I believe, right? So if we look at our position here, now we are actually high. And the rules say sell high, buy low. So you cannot now assume that here you have a support. That will not work. Why? Because the candles has just reversed now from a resistance. Actually, it was a strong resistance level. If I put the line here, I can see that here we had a resistance, and here also, and here, and now also here. So the candles now, if I want to represent that, the candle is doing like this. Going down and again going up 2 times, and now it's going to reverse and go more down. So here you cannot assume that it will go up like that. I'm not telling you it won't, it might go, but you cannot assume it will go. So most likely after bouncing back on this strong resistance level, what will gonna happen is it will continue to go more down, at least until this support. At least. Then it might either bounce back to break out this resistance, or it might go more and more down, which is most likely in this situation here. So we see now our situation, or our condition, or we can see our position, on the market, and we can tell that we are on a resistance level. And of course, sometimes if you just want to be more accurate, you can just draw these shapes like that, so you can tell if you are on a support or resistance. Since you are inside the resistance zone, you have to always avoid buying. So this is a resistance zone, and here we have now the support zone. This is a support zone, and you can tell it was a support even in the past. So this level is as strong as a support. In such levels, you want to place buy. And in such levels of the resistance, you always want to sell. Remember, we are on the 4-hour chart. We are never going to place any trades on the 4-hour chart. Don't ever decide your entry on the 4-hour chart. You have to always open the 4-hour chart only to know if you should now buy or sell. Now I know I will never buy on this situation here. So, in other words, USD GPY is never for buy at this moment. It's only for sell. Alright, cool. So now since I know that it is only for sell, what can I do? Now what you can do is go to the 15-minute time frame. Sorry, before that. I have to remind you about the golden rule in my strategy. Everyone should know it by now that we only trade first attempt and second attempt. Now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by second attempt or first attempt? If we look here on this zone here, how many attempts do we have of the resistance? We have here attempt number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. Now, another question popping up. Why did we start counting the resistance from this point? Why not from another point? Why from here? The answer is very simple. Because this is the breakout candle. If you refer back to my videos, guys, as I said always, the chart, as you know, is like this. So, for example, if you have here a support, the support, once you see a breakout candle that actually breaking out this support level, the new attempt here is your attempt number 1. So here is attempt number 1. The attempt of the resistance that came after the breakout of the support. So this support now become the new resistance. Now this is attempt number 1, and now we can wait for attempt number 2. This is again number 2 of the resistance. These are my golden jackpots. These are where I'm going to place my sell options, only on the first and the second attempts. Why is that? Why do I trust them only? Because most likely, after many attempts, if there will be third and fourth and fifth attempt, most likely at any attempt, right after the second attempt, it might break out from the resistance. And then selling here is not an option. Sorry, selling here is not an option. It is not good idea at all to sell after any attempt after the second attempt. So in other words, on the 4-hour chart, I have here 5 attempts. 5 attempts of the resistance, meaning I will not sell here. I'm not going to sell. It's dangerous. Let me go to find another better option here. Now, check out this, guys. Here we have a support, and the candles has just now bounced from the support. Now you might tell me, Salah, I look here, I see a breakout candle, and I see the candle is about to make the first attempt. Now here is where you are wrong. Let's look carefully and analyze this. Look at this, guys. Do you see this as a breakout candle? The answer is no. It's not a breakout candle because there is no support has been broken out. There was no support or resistance has been broken out. I just see a long breakout blue candle, then followed by another long red candle. There was no support has actually been broken out. Let me represent this in the chart. Instead of seeing like this, like this, what I'm seeing is this. What I'm seeing is this. Here, guys, we can see that there was a resistance has been breaking out, and this resistance became the new support. But here we don't see that. We just see a resistance, a breakout, and another breakout. Or not even a breakout, it's just another candle, it's just another long candle. There was here no support or resistance to be breaking out, meaning this candle cannot be considered as a breakout candle because there was nothing here in the center. It's empty. There is no support or resistance. Let's go to another example. Here is a good example, but we cannot even buy or sell now. Let me tell you why. We can tell that this was a support level, and you can see that the candle bounced here, and this is a resistance zone. So this is a support zone, and this is a resistance zone. But how many attempts do we have on this resistance? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 attempts of this resistance. So it's not ideal at all to sell at this point. Again, we are looking only for second or first or second attempts of the resistance or support. So let me just try to find one. Okay, it's now the time I can show you the example I have entered earlier. Let me tell you something now. What I did here, we can see here that we have here a support, and this candle, the blue candle, is actually a breakout candle. This is a breakout candle. Why? Because this candle has broken this resistance. So this candle now broke this resistance, and this is a breakout candle. Now this is awesome. Now what I need to do is wait the candle to touch this support line. And by the way, you can refer to my old videos. There is one video I explained how to draw the lines exactly. Let me just bring it up, guys. Hold on. So this is my channel, XtremeTrader, as you know. Let me just show you which video of them I talked about how to draw the line so we can know exactly where to enter here. This video, guys, I recommend you to see this video. It will help you a lot to understand how to select our entry point and how to draw the line. I explained in a brief how to draw the lines exactly without missing any opportunities. So back to our subject. After drawing the line like this on the 4-hour chart, I waited the candle to be on the same level. Is that everything? Absolutely not. Now it's the time to switch back to the 15-minute time frame. Now on the 15-minute time frame, and after seeing this, look at that, guys. What we can see here on the 15-minute time frame is this long breakout candle. It's obvious, right? Very long breakout candle. Before this candle, we can see here a small resistance, and it was also a support in the past. That is quite interesting. So what we will do now, if you've seen my video, the one I just told you about, you will know that this is exactly the perfect way to draw your line. It's not like this, not like this, not like this. It's like this, just to be accurate. And perfectly, needless to say, the entry was more than perfect. And I knew it will reverse here, and I have entered with buy option because on the 4-hour chart it was on a support, and on the 15-minute time frame it was also on a support after the breakout. So the question is, how did I know I should exit my trade here? Look at this. Right after, by the way, this is from the history, you can see this is my entry point and this is my exit, and that gave me a sweet 10 pips. So how did I know that I should get exactly here? It wasn't even before or after. It was right exactly on that spot. As you know, guys, the rules of the hit and run is to exit your trade at the next nearest resistance or the support. So looking at this, by that time, all these green candles were not there, of course. I just look here, and this is a resistance here. Not only here. Draw your line, guys, on it. Draw your line. What you will see. Look here, guys. Check it out. And here also, check it out. We have here a support, and we have here a resistance. Meaning, the perfect way to draw my line will be just like this. This will be the perfect way to draw my line. I make it like this, and that's why you can see. Actually, I was supposed to exit my trade earlier, but the candle went faster to the hit to the stop point, where I just closed my trade with a profit. It was supposed to close here. Just to be honest with the viewers, it was supposed to close here, but the candle jumped up very fast and closed here, so that gave me even some more pips, which was good. So let's go to more examples, and actually let me take now some live trades so I can show you how we can trade using the hit and run. I'm just looking at the charts now to find the good setup, and I'm trying to find any. Actually, there are some good setups, but I don't want to get out of the subject of hit and run. Why the timing here is shown? Okay. I don't want to get out of the subject. There is some good setups I saw. We can use the breakout candle for it, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just now looking for any good setups to enter. And yet here we can see a good setup. We can see, guys, now this is a breakout candle, and here we can tell I am on a resistance. This is attempt number 1, and now is attempt number 2. Now I have to jump to the 50-minute time frame just to see if I am on the right level, and sure enough, yes, I am. Notice I'm using a big lot, and that's fine because I know what I'm doing. And my take profit, let me just tell you something, guys. My take profit will be at the next nearest support, which is this one here. So I will set my take profit to be here, like this. That should give me 6 pips and $32 profit. Now, of course, one big question coming to your mind. When am I going to decide the loss, that I should stop with loss? Actually, I'm thinking to explain it now, but actually, guys, this is requiring a whole another video. I need to set a video about stop loss because I tried many times to explain about stop loss. I just cannot do it in one video. This is a major topic, and let me just explain to you something. I decide my stop loss based on the candle shape and the pattern and the candle movement. How is the candle moving? Sometimes you can see the candle going against your direction, but from its movement you can tell it's going to come back down again. And sometimes from the movement you can tell that it is just going up against you, and there is no way for it to come back. So you can be sure that it will not come back down. So this is actually quite hard. That's why I don't set a stop loss. I just watch the trade and I just keep my eyes on it until it finish. In normal circumstances, I usually would now close my trade and accept this $10 profit. By the way, this is a perfect scalping that can be done only on IC markets. I don't believe you can get this accurate results using another broker. Only from IC market, using the true ECN account, you can get this amazing and accurate trading results. You can, of course, join IC market for free. Of course, it's in the description. You can find the link in the description. You can hit it to sign up for IC markets. Give it a try, guys. Trust me, it's one of the best brokers in the world, and believe me, it will be a whole new scalping experience for you. So I'm just waiting for this trade to come down a little bit. it should actually come to hit this support level. So I'm thinking to pause the video, but no, I want you guys to be with me, watching what will gonna happen, how this candle is going, as I said. And you know something? I will close it now. Let me explain the reason. Let me explain the reason. I said the candle should come down to the next nearest support. But if we look carefully, we have also here a resistance. We cannot ignore that. If this resistance was not here, I would actually keep my trade running. Most likely the trade will continue going here, I'm sure. But just to be safe, if I want to exit my trade now with a good profit, I just exited here. One of the key elements in succeeding in hit and run is to not be greedy. Don't be greedy at all. Just believe in yourself, trust yourself, you can make it. Alright, let's go to another example. Let me show you how we can enter another trade. Not my favorite. Nope. Nope. Nothing here. And no, not good. Why? Because we are now on a resistance, I agree. But remember, we are on the 4-hour time frame and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and now attempt number 5 of the resistance, which is not helpful at all, and I usually avoid it. Look at this, guys. Now we are on the 4-hour time frame and we are on the second attempt. I believe this was a late entry. Remember, this is a first attempt of the resistance and this is the second attempt. So jumping to the 15-minute time frame, I can tell that I was late on my entry. I could have entered here, guys, because I can see that this is a breakout candle. Sorry, this is a breakout candle. So the next nearest resistance to the breakout candle is here. We have this resistance here. This is a resistance, and this also is a resistance. If you enter here, you would still be in profit. So this is the nearest resistance to the breakout, and we can tell that here we had resistance number 1, and if I enter here, this will be resistance number 2, and you can see how that was actually giving good profit. Let me see how many pips. Almost 10 pips, which was actually good, but we missed the opportunity. So jumping again, no, this is not good. All right, let me try to find some another examples to enter for the sake of this video. If we cannot find anything, then I will just have to stop. Okay, you can see now the candle is going up on the 4-hour time frame, and here on the past we can see that, let me just show you. Here, guys, we have this breakout candle, and in the past it was also a resistance. So this is good. So far this is good. Let me see something also. This is attempt number 1, and now attempt number 2 is approaching. So jump to the 15-minute time frame. Good. If I want to draw my entry line on the 15-minute time frame, it will be like this. Yep, like that. So now what I need to do is wait for the candle to touch this line here, and my next target will be about 6 pips of profit, because this is the nearest resistance. Remember, I am on a resistance now, alright? If I want to enter here, I have to exit my trade at the next nearest resistance or a support. And in this scenario, the next nearest support or resistance is this one here and here. So this is the nearest one. So if the candle hit this level, it should come down here, hitting it, and I will get out with profit. And perhaps I need to pause the video until the target being hit. Okay, guys, I'm just looking for the setups here and there. That one is not valid anymore. It just reversed earlier, or you see here it is. It seems like it will take some time to happen. So I'm looking here at the CHF GPY, and I'm seeing here a breakout candle, and we can see on the left there was a resistance, and we have attempt number 1 here, and attempt number 2 is approaching. So I'm thinking to go to the 50-minute time frame, and here we have the support number 1 and support number 2. Now you might tell me enter here. I will tell you no. Look carefully, guys. This is a good example for some people who are sometimes failing in the strategy. Count it carefully. We have here a resistance, and here is a breakout candle from this resistance, and here we have attempt number 1, and look at this, guys. Attempt number 2 has already been approached. Look at this long wick here. Check out this long wick here. That's meaning the candles has actually went up here all the way up, and of course if you will exit your trade, you will exit at the next nearest resistance, which is right here, meaning the candles has already went up here and then went down, meaning entering the second attempt has already happened and you just missed it, and you have to take it, you have to accept it. You just missed about 8 pips. So don't enter again here, because again I'm telling you the candles has already went up, so you don't want to enter now another time. So you have to be careful. Pay attention to the candle shapes. This is the whole secret of my strategy, guys. Oh my god. Wow, this is fantastic. Guys, check this out. This is the one I just entered right now in front of you on the Euro CHF. As we said before, this was the attempt number 1, and here attempt number 2. Check this out, guys. On the 50-minute time frame, I entered right here, and I exit my trade here. I exit my trade at the next nearest resistance, and look at that. The candle just shoot up, went more up. If I did not know where to exit my trade, definitely I would have been in loss. So this is the secret for hit and run. You just know when and where to exit your trade. So guys, this video is on 27 minute long. I don't want to make very long videos. It's not good actually. For some people are complaining. I don't want to keep the videos long. So guys, I hope by this video you have understood some of the major rules of hit and run, to know where to enter and how to enter your trade based on the 4-hour time frame, and what do you have to look for on the 50-minute time frame. Please allow me to summarize it in the end of the video, so it will help you guys to understand it even more. The rules is the same for 4-hour and 50-minute time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, you have to look for a breakout which occurred after a resistance or a support. For example, here we have, remember guys, this is the 4-hour time frame. We see a first attempt, and we see a second attempt, and we can see even third or fourth. In the end, we have to see a breakout candle. Now, after the breakout candle, we have to wait. This resistance will become a new support. You can enter at here the first attempt when this resistance become a new support. If you missed the first attempt, you can enter the second attempt. And always remember, when you enter, exit your trade at the next nearest support or resistance. Whichever come first, you have to exit at the nearest one. This is for the 4-hour time frame. Once you confirm the location of the candle on the 4-hour time frame, jump to the 15-minute time frame now. Jump to the 15-minute time frame and apply exactly same rules. Exactly same. You have to see a breakout candle, followed of course after a support or resistance. You have to see a breakout candle after a resistance, and enter when you see this resistance becoming a support. Simply guys, exactly the same rule, apply it on the 15-minute time frame after confirming on the 4-hour time frame. This is in this way you will be always the winner in scalping using hit and run strategy. I hope by next video will be full of live trading scalping sessions, and I'm sure it will be very helpful, guys, for everyone. So until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.